So this is the 8th module of the STEMpedia AI, Robotics and Python course, and we're learning about hand pose classification. So if you put your hand up to the camera and then you look at the different parts of your hand, you have different numbers. So it starts at 0 down here, and then for basically each of the joints is numbered. So 0, this is 4, and then the tips of each of your fingers then is a multiple of 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16, and then 20. So if you wanted, you could now track the points of these two, or you could track points of this two. In this case, we're going to basically just move a monkey on a screen and try and catch an apple. So that's what we want to do in this script. So we're just going to go look at the script. So this is the Pick-to-Blocks Python code, and we have two sprites. We have an apple and a monkey on the screen. I've just put in a backdrop of little wavy lines there. I had another backdrop on, but it was a little bit too distracting. So we'll just look at the Python script then. So this is for the apple itself. So you hide the apple at the beginning, and then you have a function called fall. And what happens there is you create a clone of that apple each time. You show it, and then you import random. And then you get a random number for the x, which is between -200 and 200. So I've changed the script slightly from the one that was recommended. I'd like the apple to appear randomly somewhere on the screen. So I have a random x, which is -200 to 200, and I have a random y, which is -150 to 150. So instead of just sort of falling from the top, they appear somewhere in the screen and they start falling there. That's the only change I've made. And then we actually call that function, which is called fall. And then we have a constant loop here, which is while true. If the sprite, change the sprite by -0.5, which is dropping it very, very slowly. And then if the sprite is touching the monkey, then you hide the sprite and you call fall again. And if the sprite hits the very bottom of the screen, which is -180, the sprite will hide and it'll call the fall again. So if it hits the bottom, it then just calls fall and you get a new apple. And then on the monkey side of things, where we were talking about the hand and posenet function, you have hand, which is equal to posenet. You have video on, and then a transparency 65, and enable a box around your hand. And then you have a constant loop there that analyzes the hand. And if the hand detected, so you set x and y to, so 12 is the point in the middle finger here, the tip of this finger. So 1 is the x and 2 is the y. And then if the monkey is touching the apple, then you actually have a little sound called chomp that goes on. So we'll run that now. So make sure you run all so that the two sprites are running. So when you do that, and you put your hand up, I found that if you come back from the screen a bit so that you can see your hand there, you can move the monkey, and the monkey will whenever it touches the thing, you get a chomp. So lovely little script there, and it works very well.